Jazz is a language. Introducing the Jazz Puzzle, a tool designed to help you learn and practice it in a fun way. Whether you are a beginner or an advanced player, this is a resource you will always find value in. I've been teasing this since our very first video, and finally, the moment is here. I want to introduce you to a real gem, a true beauty of a feature that makes the Jazz Puzzle so unique. This is my vocabulary. As you've already noticed, the Jazz Puzzle comes packed with a vast amount of vocabulary. But we know that even with our monthly updates, that material will always be just a grain of sand on a huge beach. That's why we created this feature. Whether it's any digital jazz vocabulary book, a phrase you wrote in software like Musescore, any scanned material, or even a gem you found online. You can bring it all here and integrate it into your personal library to combine it with all the material already available. So let me show you the mechanics of how to add any material you choose into your personal library. The key is simple. Everything you want to bring into the app starts with a screenshot. Let's do an example using a digital book of jazz phrases. Let's pick a phrase and capture it with a screenshot. Once we have it, saving it to your collection is seamless. Click on the My Vocabulary Library icon. This is your personal library. As you can see, there are already 12 main folders, one for each key. Since these folders will be empty at first, let's create a subfolder inside one of them to store our very first screenshot. Now click the upload arrow to open your Finder, select your screenshot, and that's it. It's now part of your library. Now let's bring it to life and start practicing with it right away. First, click on the key of your piece. Then click the My Vocabulary button. You'll see the subfolders you've created for that key appear on the left. Just click on the folder containing the puzzle piece you just uploaded. You already know how to bring it to the canvas. Just click it and a copy will appear right there. Now that the puzzle piece is on the canvas, you might notice that your new piece looks larger or smaller than usual, especially if you already have pieces from our catalog on the canvas. This is normal, since screenshots come from digital materials of all different places and sizes. But don't worry, the Jazz Puzzle has a built-in tool to fix this perfectly. To start, you'll notice an element that built-in pieces don't have, a Resizer icon with double arrows right in the center. When the icon is red, it's inactive. Once you click it, it turns green, and that's your signal that it's ready to be resized. Pro tip for resizing: if your new phrase is the first one in a line, use the column of guidelines on the left of the canvas to scale it. However, if you're placing it next to a piece that's already been resized or is from the catalog, use that neighboring piece as your visual guide. I suggest starting with a quick visual adjustment. Scale it until it looks about right next to the other pieces. Then move it closer for the final fine-tuning. Mastering the controls. Resizing might feel a bit laborious at first, but you'll get the hang of it quickly. Just a heads up. Always deactivate the resizer, turn it red, as soon as you're done. If you leave it green, using the arrow keys on your physical keyboard will accidentally change the size instead of moving the piece. Once the resizer is red, inactive, there are two ways to move your piece. You can unlock the lock icon to drag it with your mouse. Or, even if the lock is closed, you can still use the keyboard arrows for those precise micro movements. Cleaning your phrases. One last thing. If you find a phrase you love, but it has text, like harmonies or annotations too close to the notes, don't worry. Just capture it as it is, and once it's on the canvas, you can easily clean it up using the Resizer Tool. Now let me show you how a single piece becomes a world of possibilities that you didn't have before. And here is where it gets truly powerful. Incredible digital materials, like the ones we used in this example, are already gold mines of knowledge. That's where the jazz puzzle gives those resources a new purpose. Let's explore just a few of the endless possibilities this phrase offers. First, we will keep the original version as a reference and compare it with the variations we're about to create. Let's start by copying and pasting each of its parts to turn them into independent puzzle pieces. As you can see, this simple operation transforms a static screenshot into a set of flexible, modular elements that you can now control individually. Now let's explore just a few of the endless possibilities that a single phrase like this offers. From this point on, I'm going to let the creativity flow. I'll start experimenting with different combinations and possibilities right here on the canvas. I won't narrate every single detail because I don't want to bore you with over-explanation. I want you to see the magic happen with your own eyes. You might see me try something, change my mind, or even abort an idea if it doesn't feel right. That's the beauty of the jazz puzzle. It's a space to explore, make mistakes, and discover. So sit back and watch how these independent pieces start to take a life of their own. I'll be back with you as soon as I'm done experimenting. Now, what if you create something beautiful yourself? Keep it and make the most of it later. How? In the exact same way we've been discussing. Just take a screenshot and save it to your library. You could even create a folder called My Journeys, My Hallucinations, or whatever sparks your imagination. Who knows? Get inspired. Oh, sorry. I was just experimenting with some things here. I got a bit distracted by how fun this gets. Hey, let's talk about those gems you find online, like a legendary solo from Oscar Peterson or Miles Davis. Usually, these transcriptions are tied to the original song's key signature. However, to make these phrases truly yours and compatible with the jazz puzzle, there's a small step you have to take. If you find a lick you absolutely love, simply transcribe it into a program like Musescore, but without a key signature. Instead, write the notes with their individual accidentals. Take a look at this example. Here are two licks I found from solo transcriptions on the web, one from Oscar Peterson and another from Cannonball Adderley. You can see the original screenshots, and right below them, the clean versions ready for the puzzle. By doing this, you're freeing the phrase from its original context. Once you've done that, you'll treat it just like any other material without a key signature, exactly like the example we just practiced. Just take your screenshot, upload it to your library, and voila! You've just turned a piece of a legendary solo into a flexible modular tool that's ready to be combined, resized, and explored on your canvas as you've seen. The Jazz Puzzle allows you to make the most of all the valuable digital educational material available today. It gives you the power to integrate the vocabulary of jazz giants into your own library, expanding it in ways that are practically infinite. I hope you have a blast exploring new sounds. Enjoy the journey, and happy practicing. Thank you.